And hello, everybody. Welcome to our YouTube channel for Hulett PubliPro and TSSR, Tri-State Sports Report Live. We have regional volleyball coming at you tonight. Regional championship game from Canton in Class 2A as the Illini West Chargers face the Notre Dame Irish. Both teams have just concluded their warm-ups, and we'll have the starters introduced here in just a moment before we begin tonight's match. To get here, Peoria Notre Dame has had to win 2 matches. Illini West won their opening match on Tuesday night. We'll come right back with the starting lineups right after these.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Skip adding detergent to every load with the Load and Go dispenser. Choose from models that hold enough for 20 to 40 loads. With select models even adding a second compartment for fabric softener. So clothes get the care they need, and you can skip adding detergent every time. The Load and Go dispenser, now available in 3 sizes. Brought to you by Whirlpool.
And we welcome you back in to coverage from Canton High School tonight for this regional championship. My name is BJ Stone. On the camera, it's Justin Ramthen. I am usually the voice of football and basketball for Western Illinois University, not the voice of volleyball. Rather new at the volleyball play-by-play, so you'll have to bear with me tonight, folks, but we'll definitely bring you the pictures. And I will continue to update the score on a regular basis throughout the night because we don't have the scoreboard turned on. We don't want to get behind and get people confused. Notre Dame starting lineup being introduced. Number 6 is Addison Bellamy. Number 9, Kate Cassidy. Bellamy, a junior. Cassidy, a junior. Number 5, junior Emma Schoenberg. Number 13 is senior Samantha Lard. Number 7 is senior Katie Brook. And number 1, sophomore Aiden Maloney. The libero for the Irish is number 2, Ellen Dahlquist. For Illini West, they start with number 13, 13 is Corin Robinson, a sophomore. She is joined by number 8, Allie Lopez, a junior. Number 10 is Allison Hunter, a senior. Number 16 is Madeline Boyer, a junior. Number 11, Josie Bryan. 7, Reagan Reed. And I think I got all the starters. I accidentally introduced one who is not starting tonight. It's number 8. Number 9, Audra Carroll, also starting. And their libero is number 3, Kaylin Farrell. So those are the starters for the Chargers of Illini West. Illini West, the number 2 seed overall in this sectional. The winner of this match will meet the winner of tonight's Macomb-Quincy Notre Dame matchup. That match is being held at Macomb, and they will go next week to the Pleasant Plains sectional. The Chargers on your left in the orange. The Irish on your right in the blue. Chargers look like they get first service tonight. We're at the South Gym at Canton High School. And the opening server is Corin Robinson. The coach for Illini West is Dakota Lafferty. The coach for the Notre Dame Irish is Patty Mingus. Notre Dame beat Peoria Manual on Monday, and an upset, if you go by the seedings, over Tremont on Tuesday. That's down. Opening kill of the game for Josie Bryan. And a service point for Robinson to start things off. 1-0 Chargers. There has not been a 3-set match in this regional. Chargers got here by beating Farmington in 2 sets on Tuesday night. Notre Dame played very good defense against Tremont and was able to keep the ball in play, but much harder hitting will be coming at them tonight in the form of these Illini West Chargers. And they jump out to a 2-0 lead. Corin Robinson looking to add another point to her total. Middle serve, good setup left side for the Irish, but the set was too close to the net. They have to kick it back and 3-ball it over the top. Now this time, Chargers come right side. And Notre Dame again not able to get a good pass and get it to a system, as Dwayne called it the other night. And they send the ball out of bounds. It's 3-0. Better set this time for the Irish. And the hammer put down by number 9, junior Kate Cassidy. Tuesday night here in the semifinal, she had an outstanding match against Farmington. She has her team on the board. Irish with 1, serving 3. Handled in back by the libero Farrell. Over and short, and another nice setup for Cassidy. This time she's blocked at the net. And that set was a little bit far off the net. Tried to use a little finesse to get it over and lands it in the net. 4-1 the lead for the Chargers. Now into serve. Kennedy Artman, a freshman. She came in and served well against Farmington on Tuesday night. Hits it to her fellow number 2. And the Irish tap it in the net again. 5-1. Obviously, in a regional championship, you expect to have some nerves on both sides. And so far with the service, the Chargers are doing well. Artman sends that one a little bit deep. Back in comes Farrell, the libero. Service goes over to the Irish. Point on the board for them, and Kate Cassidy goes back beyond the baseline to put this one in play. 5-2 Illini West. Serve to Farrell. A little back set. They get it to Bryan. She just dumps it over the top. Left side, they will send it for Notre Dame to number 15, Mava Holden, who just checked in. Big hit by Bryan is sent back the other way, and a block, but a great play by Illini West and a great dig by Katie Brook. Got it forward. I checked that. Reagan Reed got it forward to Madeline Boyer. And Boyer is able to send it over into an empty spot. No, they did give it to the Irish. It's Irish point, 5-3. Apparently that was out. I apologize, looking down at my roster. There's another service point for Cassidy. 5-4. Favor of Illini West. They get it to Bryan. And she's able to score it. 6-4. Bryan's third kill. Robinson to serve. My stats will be very unofficial, by the way. A quick set. Blocked and down. Reagan Reed. Service point for Boyer as Reed sends that one back to the Irish half. 7-4. Illini West making the trip over from Carthage tonight. Mava Holden handled nicely by the defense for Illini West. Bryan That's dug out, but over the net. Back to Bryan again. This time she takes a little bit off, throws a little changeup at him. Irish send it over. Good bump, set, and pass there, and down it goes. Reagan Reed. So Boyer will serve after this timeout. 8-4. Illini West, an early lead here in Canton. Back in just a bit.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Out of the timeout. Serve goes out. Down the far sideline, making it 8-5. Back over to the Irish. And the serve will come from Sophie Wolbeck, who had a huge night against Tremont from the service line on Tuesday. Nice dig by Wolbeck. On the hit from Bryan. Bryan again. Josie has it blocked. They save it, get it back up in the air. Tipped over and down. And the Chargers, Audra Carroll, gives Illini West a 9-5 lead. We do have the chat open on YouTube. We'll try to answer your questions. I won't have time to type. Ned Eckert, we see you. Also, Jeanette Ford. I'm brand new at this. I'm so sorry can't put the scoreboard up tonight, but the next time I do one, I will. And I will give you the score after every point in this match. It's 9-6 in favor of Illini West. Thank you very much for viewing. Got over 80 viewers connected right now watching our regional championship. We appreciate it. 9-6. Irish serve. Pushed over on the 3 ball. Irish trying to get it set up, and they'll go outside to Holden. And Holden will drive it down. Mava Holden makes it 9-7 in favor of the Chargers. That service point was scored by Maddie Gibson, a sophomore, into serve. Her serve handled by the Chargers, but they have to 3-ball it over. They get out of system. Now they send it to the outside hitter on the far side, and it's deep. A little bit too long. No deflection. Illini West point. Millie Jeanetton hit that one. Very hard, but a little long. For the Irish. And now for the Chargers, Kaylin Farrell, the libero, with a 10-7 lead. Sends it back row. Here comes Holden off the far side, off the block and out of bounds. Point Irish, 10-8. Holden's second kill. And Brooke with the serve. From the back row, Bryan fended off by Cassidy. Irish get it over. Hammered hard by Reed. A great dig for the Irish by number 3, Maddie Gibson. And now they get called for the double hit. So point Chargers, 11-8. Illini West up by 3. Reagan Reed. Service. Down it goes. On a good set and a good hit by Cassidy, her third kill. It is 11-9. Chargers have led throughout. They lead by 2 right now in this opening set. Best 2 of 3. to advance to the sectionals. Serve from the libero, Dahlquist. Back row attack from Bryan is blocked and put down in the middle by Emma Schaumburg. Schaumburg had a big night blocking against Tremont on Tuesday. She gets one here. It's a 1-point set, 11-10 in favor of the Chargers. Another serve for Gibson. Outside they go. Tapped over, empty spot, they got it down. Great hustle in the back row by the Irish, but Madeline Boyer. They will tip it over the front row and drop it down delicately. It's 12-10 Chargers. With the serve, it's Corin Robinson. 3-ball over for Notre Dame. They get it to the middle, and again, Boyer finds space. This time on the near sideline. Diving attempt by Dahlquist to keep it alive, unable to do so, and it's 13-10 in favor of the Chargers. Set number 1 here tonight. Outside hit. It's going to be too strong for Cassidy. And another service point for Corin Robinson. She's already had 4 unofficially here. 14-10 Chargers. Robinson, sinking serve. Far side. Jeanetton gets it down. And the sophomore for Notre Dame is replaced for service after she makes that fine play. Addison Bellamy will serve. 14-11. Charger lead. Bellamy serve, handled by Josie Bryan. They go back to Bryan on the outside, and she's blocked. Up top, Samantha Lard teamed up with Emma Schaumburg, and I think Lard got the block. 14-12. Service will continue for the junior Bellamy. Junior setter for this Irish club. A lot of juniors in regular rotation for them. Reed puts it straight up in the air. They'll have to 3-ball it over. And now back to the near side. No, a middle hit. They drop it down close, and the Irish are going to score another point to make it 14-13 as they got the Chargers a little bit out of sorts, trying to hustle and scramble. Chance for the first tie since we started. And the service goes into the net. Point Illini West to lead back to 2, 15-13. On to serve. Galen Farrell. They set it middle. Tipped over softly by Schaumburg. Outside. Has to be sent over by Carroll. And then on the outside, on the far side, Cassidy gets herself set up and hammers it off the block and out. Point Irish, 15-14. Irish try to tie it up again. Cassidy to serve. Right to Farrell. The set out in front of Boyer. She tipped it over. And now the Irish asking for an explanation on that one, as the up official said that was blown dead inadvertently. Ball was still in play, I think is what they're saying. Linesman comes over. Same crew we had here Tuesday night did a great job. And they will give the point to the Irish. To the Chargers, 16-14. Illini West back up by a pair. And Madeline Boyer on the baseline to serve. Well hit on the pass. A little spike is partially deflected, and then a great find by Audra Carroll. Empty space deep on the near side of the court behind the Irish defense, and it's 17-14. Chargers back up by 3. They've led by as many as 4. Irish continue to keep it close. They set it up to Mava Holden. Holden's spike is dug out. Nice dig by the Irish. A bump set. Barely crawls over the net for Holden. And then Reed puts it over, but the Irish able to scramble and get the three ball over the top. Now back to Reed in the middle, and she puts it down. Reed got it through the big block set up at the net by Schaumburg and Holden. And it lands in for a 4-point Charger lead, 18-14. Low serve handled nicely, passed well by the Irish. Block at the net. Out of bounds, Irish point. Reagan Reed got a hand on it or an arm on it, but it went out. 18-15, the lead is 3. Just want to make sure for those of you watching that can get on the chat, make sure the sound is okay. If you can hear everything, please somebody comment and let me know. If we're too loud, we can turn it down. If we're not loud enough, we can turn it up. That one tips off the side of the net and drops down, and the linesman calls it in. And now the down official is going to come across. If it lands in the purple down below on the bottom of the floor, it's out. The near side, it's a black line all around for the court. They reverse the point, and they're going to give it to the Irish. And now questions from the Illini West side. Now it goes to 18-15. They put the volleyball court here close to the fans, right up against the basketball sideline. The black line is the judgment line. It's just inside the purple. A great soft touch play by Josie Bryan. Charger point. 19-16 now. And Bryan to serve for Illini West, trying to close out this first set. Good serve, handled nicely by Cassidy. Bumps it up to the left side, and Holden puts it down softly. It's dug out by Carroll. Back to Reed, it's blocked. Dug by Farrell to Libero, and they get it to the outside, and it's dropped down. A nice play on the outside by Abby White, the junior. And the Chargers take a 20-16 lead. There you see the score. Timeout has been called by Notre Dame. We shall return.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Out of the timeout. Charger serve. Josie Bryan. Cassidy with the bump. They'll have to three ball it over. Now to get it to Reed. Reed falling back for a set that was behind her. Still able to get it down and in about a foot inside the baseline. And it's 21-16. For the first time tonight, it's a 5-point edge for Illini West. Cassidy able to manage the serve. They get it up to the front right. And Samantha Lard's hit goes into the net. It's 22-16. Josie Bryan putting together a run here from service. She's making it very difficult for the Irish to make that good first pass. And again, it goes right down the middle. Cassidy, who plays front and back, able to handle it. Now she'll attack from the back. It's dug out there by the Irish. Reed, it's down. All started with a great dig from Boyer. Up to the front line. Reagan Reed buries it 23-16. Chargers 2 points away from winning the first set. Josie Bryan stays on serve. This time a little bit too strong. Back to the Irish, 23-17. Irish making a couple of substitutions. One of those will head back to the service line. That's Maddie Gibson, the sophomore. She serves from the right side of the baseline, sends it over right to the middle. To Farrell, Brian, Reed. Down again. Reagan Reed is beating the Irish block from the middle position, and it's 24-17. Kaylin Farrell with a chance to close it out. The senior for the Chargers tosses, delivers, and her fellow libero makes the first bump. That's Dahlquist to get it over. Right side, hit for the Chargers is handled, dug out nicely, but it falls short. Miscommunication in the front row, and the final point will go to Allison Hunter for the Chargers, and they win set one by a count of 25-17. Illini West up 1-0. Clark Irwin, thank you very much. Says here it sounds great. Appreciate it. Thanks for that. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, Notre Dame will start set number 2 on service.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available, so with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
We welcome you back into coverage from Canton, the Canton Regional Championship match in progress. Illini West wins set one by a score of 25-17 over the Peoria Notre Dame Irish. The Quincy Notre Dame volleyball team is in Macomb tonight, and they are taking on the Bombers with a shot at the Pleasant Plains sectional. Ultimately the goal. The other side of the sectional, the Williamsville Regional, tonight it's Williamsville versus Porta in the championship, and Pleasant Plains versus Athens is happening at North Mac in Burden. Pleasant Plains hoping to get home to their own sectional to host. All right, Notre Dame. The Peoria version will start with service in set 2. And it is Bellamy on the serve. Good pass by the Chargers. Bryan saw the block going up in front of her, saw the defenders falling back, and she just softly tips it over the front row into open space, 1-0 Chargers. Josie Bryan recognizing that. Rather than go for the big hit, went for the soft touch that time. Kaylin Farrell bumps it forward for Notre Dame off of the serve from, that was Dahlquist bumps it forward off the serve from Kennedy Artman. And eventually it is a point Irish. 1-1. That is Kate Cassidy, number 9, to serve for the Irish. Reed to Bryan. Bryan with a hard hit. It's dug out by Notre Dame. They have to 3-ball it over. Illini West gets another crack at it. And a nice dig again. Schaumburg. Libero has to bump it over the top. Far side now, Bryan. Dug out by Holden. Holden to Dahlquist. 3-ball from the back row. Now Bryan again this time. Another little dunk shot over the top of the block, and it's now 2-1 in favor of the Chargers. Bryan has used that successfully twice here in the second set already. Back in service, it's Madeline Boyer. Charger junior. Holden. Nice pass, gets it right back on the spike. That is handled by Farrell. Irish trying to set it up for Holden again. And everybody on the Illini West side thought she was coming down the near side. She was able to send it all the way across to a vacated area and drop it down. We're tied at 2 in set 2. On to serve. Sophia Wolbeck for Peoria Notre Dame with the hot pink shoes. From deep, Bryan goes over the top and scores. She was about 10 feet off the net, got some good elevation. Sent it forward hard into the block, out of bounds it goes. Point Illini West, 3-2. Also tonight, thanks to Ken for this score, Southeastern Suns 25-12, set 1 over Rushville Industry. Notre Dame scrambling to get it into a spike position. They get it to Holden. It's dug out by the Chargers and then sent down by Reagan Reed. And the near corner deep, 4-2, Illini West in set number 2. Thanks to everybody on the chat for being part of this here. Numbers watching continuing to grow here as we are in the second set. That is down. That serve from Bryan. Coming hard towards the Irish. They chose to try to let it go out of bounds, and it landed just inside the end line. 5-2. Cassidy handles that. We'll bump set over to Holden. Holden looking to go to her again. No, instead they go into the middle. That's defended well by the Chargers, and they 3-ball it over. Now an outside set, a little bit deep. A good hit from there, but good dig again by the Chargers. They get it forward to Reed, and she finds another empty spot in the defensive set. 6-2 now. 6-2, Illini West here in set 2. Josie Bryan with the serve. Deflects off the top of the net. Just enough to cause problems for the Irish. And down it goes. 7-2. Charger fans are jacked up and making some noise here in Canton tonight. Chargers lead 1-0 and lead the second set 7-2. We have a timeout on the floor taken by Notre Dame.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a
Out of the timeout. Josie Bryan serves. A good hit from the outside. Mava Holden unable to make the dig are the Chargers. And it's point Notre Dame. Peoria Notre Dame trying to battle back. Down 7-3. They need to win this set to extend the match. Ellen Dahlquist, senior, on to serve. Check that, it's Maddie Gibson, number 3. That is hammered down by the Chargers. Point, Illini West, 8-3. Kaylin Farrell, the libero. Where's number 3 in the blue top to serve? A poor pass by the Irish. 9-3 on the ace for Kaylin Farrell. She sent that one into the front row on the near side. Irish have 4 back across the back right now, and again, she comes up to the inside line, little miscommunication, not able to make the pass. Another ace for Farrell, 9-3. And now Coach Mingus moves one of the back line up. Serve goes deep middle to the libero, over the top of the net. Jamming it home is either Reed or Hunter. The official was in my line of sight. 11-3. Charger stretching it out. Holden tries to tip it over the net. Joust handled nicely, and now Reagan Reed sends it forward. Outside it goes to Jeanetton, and that's deep over the end line. Point, Chargers. 12-3, Illini West. The number 2 seed overall and the top seed in this particular regional. Trying to make that seed stand up. Reed with the set. Bryan from deep. Handled on the far side by the Irish. Jeanette will try again. This one's too strong. Out deep off the end line, 13-3. Irish were very much in control against Tremont. Played good defense, passed the ball well all night. They're a very good team. Thanks to John and David for the score. Macomb wins set 1 over QND, 25-18. Irish trying to get something going here. Have to 3-ball it over. And from the right side, the hit is handled by the Irish. That hit from Hunter. Now from deep, the play made by Kate Cassidy, not handled by the Chargers. And finally, they break the service of Kaylin Farrell, and the Irish will now serve, trailing 13-4. Katie Brook back to serve. A floater. Handled nicely by the Chargers. Reed hits it too strong. 13-5. Abby White, the junior, right in the middle of the back row right now for the Chargers. Number 4 will get another opportunity to dig it out. She does. They send it back to Bryan. Bryan pushes it right into the block and off the hands of the blocker right in the middle, Aiden Maloney, and down it goes. Point Chargers, 14-5. Another smart play for Josie Bryan. Reagan Reed to serve. Handled by Brooke. Now Dahlquist. And put down by Cassidy. Point Irish, but they've got a long way to go now. Down 14-6. To serve, Ellen Dahlquist. Sends it to her opposing libero, Farrell. They set it up outside. Hammered off the block and out of bounds by Madeline Boyer. Point Chargers, 15-6. Fans stomping their feet on the bleachers, making good noise here. And that's an ace for Corin Robinson. Got that ball to dip right in front of the back row for the Irish. They couldn't get to it. 16-6. Robinson. Another ace. Back to back. Timeout, Notre Dame. The Chargers are feeling it. 8 points away from a regional championship. The Irish are going to talk about things and see if they can make the big comeback. It's now 17-6 in set 2. And we will be right back here on TSSR Live. We appreciate all of you watching here tonight.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We're now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
So here the Chargers lead the Irish of Peoria Notre Dame 17-6. Illini West already won the first set. In Macomb, the home team, the Bombers, defeat QND in set 1, 25-18. Hi, Abby Ray. Thanks for checking in on the chat. That's hammered down by Cassidy. Kate Cassidy gets it back over to Peoria Notre Dame, 17-7. Back to serve will be Addison Bellamy, the junior. Irish trying to put on a run and battle back. They have already won 2 matches, Monday and Tuesday, to get here tonight. Josie Bryan over the block and down. (18-7) Chargers. We will try to interview one of the Chargers after the match. Reagan Reed spoke with our Dwayne Hulett on Tuesday night. Off the block and down. I don't know if that one got over the net or not for Cassidy, but the Chargers were there to send it back, 19-7. Irish have to 3-ball it over, and they get it to Bryan. Back to Bryan after the set. Bryan goes down her near sideline. Handled by the Irish. Cassidy fires it home. Dwayne also spoke to Kate Cassidy after their match Tuesday night. Talented young lady back to serve now after scoring that point, 19-8. Farrell handles service. They get it to Bryan. Tipped over. Irish sent it right back. That one sent deep. Cassidy goes to get it. Bump set far side. Pushed deep by Samantha Lard. Josie Bryan taps it over the top of the net. Nice dig right there by Bellamy. And now the Irish will score a point as the Chargers go to 4 hits. 19-9. Irish still trail by 10. Cassidy serve. Farrell, Reed, Bryan. The Irish dug it out right into the face of Samantha Lard. All she could do is try to put it over the net, and she almost dropped it in play, but it's slightly out of bounds. Point Chargers, 20-9. Served by Boyer. Outside hit by Holden. That's down. 20-10 as Holden got it just inside the baseline. On for her service now, number 12, Sophia Wolbeck. Replaces Schaumburg for this effort. Sends it down the middle deep. Boyer sets it to Josie Bryan, who just hammers it home. 21-10 Chargers. Bryan waits for the official. She sends it near side. The pass goes backwards. They dig it out of the back line, have to 3-ball it over. Chargers have a chance to set it up here. Good set in the middle to Reed. And Reagan puts another one down, 22-10. Chargers 3 points away from a regional championship. Bryan serve. Ace! 23-10. Irish have battled hard to get to this point, beating Peoria Manual on Monday, beating Tremont on Tuesday. But the Chargers are nearly flawless here so far tonight. Bryan serve. They get it to Holden. Holden blocked at the net and down. Another point. It is now match point for the Illini West Chargers. Their crowd to our left stands, and down below us stands. You can see them on the bottom of your picture. And Bryan serves it into the net. She wanted that final point. 24-11, back to the Irish. They'll make a couple of subs here. Irish will bring in Sophia Skymie, sophomore, and also Maddie Gibson, sophomore, back to serve. Chargers go outside for the hit. And then it's hammered away and put down by Mava Holden, the freshman outside hitter for the Irish. 24-12. Josie Bryan with the set for Reed. Reed looking for space, nothing there. It's outside, 24-13. Irish a little fight here at the end of the night. Farrell, good pass, get it up to Reed. She goes short with it, nice dig by Dahlquist. From the back line, Cassidy sends it deep. Reed tips it again. Handled by the Irish. They set it up outside for Holden. Too deep. She has to just safely get it over the net. And now Bryan. Point. Irish into the net. The Chargers. Set was a little too close to the net. Carroll was flying forward and just barely grazed it. 24-14. Irish fans still cheering their team hard. Trying to get them, keep it going. Nice dig again. They get it over on the three ball, and the Chargers will set it up on a bump set near side. Carroll off the block and down, and that's it. 25-14, your final in set two. If all of you wonderful viewers can pass that along on the Macomb stream or the Southeastern stream and let them know, we appreciate it very much. Final here, 25-17, 25-14. Illini West moves on to the Pleasant Plains sectional. We'll take a timeout. We'll try to get one of these Chargers up here after the awards presentation to chat with us tonight about the regional title.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
You see the scene down behind the baseline. Justin has the Chargers and all of their fans. As they celebrate their regional championship here tonight in Canton. We've asked one of the football players going to try to go down and get Josie Bryan to come this way for a little post-match interview after she celebrates with her team. In basketball, they cut down the nets. Now they're standing underneath one of the baskets here in the South Gym at Canton High. And Canton students are over here at midcourt taking down the net. They don't take the net down in volleyball and give it to the kids, do they? Here you go, Josie. You can look right at me. You're going to be on screen, but
live?
What's that?
Is this live?
It's live, but it'll be on YouTube forever.
Okay.
Josie Bryan, the senior from Illini West, and well, you came out fired up tonight, and you were on point with your hitting. How did it feel out there?
It felt good because this has been a goal since the beginning of the season for us to go this far, and we have all worked together to get here.
Now, who do you get in the first round of the sectionals? I may be mistaken. I thought it was the winner of the Macomb Regional, but you get the Williamsville Regional
Yes.
instead? And who will that be?
I don't know. I haven't seen either teams play, and that's how I like it.
Well, we'll try to find it here while we're chatting with you. You girls stuck around and watched Notre Dame, Peoria Notre Dame play the other night, probably the first time you'd seen them.
Yeah.
What'd you think of them in their match against Tremont?
I mean, I thought they were good, but I knew coming out that if we played our game, we would be on top.
You know, Dwayne Hulett, that normally does your matches, is so much more versed in volleyball. He's trying to teach me the sport. But one thing he told me to watch for was that you guys were able to pass the ball well and stay in system. And
yes.
Tonight it worked for you.
Uh-huh. We have really good ball control, and with us having multiple setters, it helps us stay in system more often.
And you're not afraid to attack from the back either.
No.
Now, what changed in the first part of the second set? I saw you go soft with little dink shots a couple times in a row.
My teammates told me it was open, and they were calling it out, so they were expecting me to hit it hard, so I thought I should change it up, and it worked.
And that's one of the things that people don't realize is the communication that you guys have to have on the court.
Yeah.
It's huge, isn't it?
Yes.
So what's next? You got the sectionals. How far can this team go?
I don't know. We got to take it game by game.
Not going to say too much yet.
Nope.
Just doing that one game at a time
Yes.
thing. Got the cliche down. I like that. Well, I'm going to want to keep you up here. I want you to be able to celebrate with your teammates, but go ahead and look up in there. You can wave to everybody that's watching. There's a bunch of people watching back home in Carthage and in your school district. So nice job tonight. Congratulations on your regional championship. Josie Bryan from the Illini West Chargers. Nice job, young lady. She takes the time to chat with us here tonight on TSSR Live, and we thank you very much, all of you, for viewing. The Sons of Southeastern with a win in straight sets tonight. Let me get back to my sectional screen here. The Williamsville Regional is the number 1 seed Williamsville, number 4 seed Porta. We don't have any scores on that yet. Pleasant Plains and Athens, 2 versus 3, are playing in Verdon. And let's see here. It says here now it says according to this, the Verdon regional winner will play the Macomb regional winner, and that will be either Macomb or Quincy Notre Dame. And then the Williamsville regional winner will meet Illini West, the winner of the Canton regional. So for the Chargers, coming up next, they will be playing in the sectional on Monday night against either Williamsville or Petersburg Porta. We'll find out who wins that one and let you know. And we wish them the best of luck, of course. Let's drop down to 1A because I wanted to give the Southeastern plan moving forward. A win tonight for the Suns. And that was at their own regional. They're the number 1 seed, and they will play in the the Triopia sectional Monday night against the winner of the Route regional. and that's either going to be Unity Christian out of Decatur or Jacksonville Route, which has pulled off a couple of upsets and moved all the way into the regional championship. So that is who Southeastern will get Monday night. We thank everybody so much. By the way, 26-24 Porta. Thank you, Ned. Porta wins the first set there in a close battle with the top seed in that sectional, Williamsville. That'll be interesting for the Chargers to watch to find out who they meet Monday night. We wish the Chargers best of luck. Maybe we'll even see you along the road. We'll talk to Dwayne and see if he needs a crew. For Justin Rampton on camera, I'm BJ Stone. We're locals here in Canton, and we appreciate you giving us a chance to call this match tonight. Good luck to the Illini West Chargers the rest of the way. Congratulations to the Notre Dame Irish, the Peoria Notre Dame Irish, winning 2 matches to get to this regional final. Gave it a good run, but ran into those big hitters from Illini West tonight. Everybody, please have a safe evening. This will stay on YouTube. Hopefully, we'll be able to check it out later ourselves and try to critique our work. We thank you very much. Big thanks as well to Brad Hulett, the athletic director at Canton High School, and his staff for supplying us with all the help here this week. And good luck to all the remaining teams in the IHSA volleyball playoffs. Everybody have a nice night.